of times I think it's a question people think about, but never really ask that question to figure out how to get it answered, right? And so, first off, you're not crazy for feeling worn out. I think that's a very common feeling at that moment, right? As you're kind of anticipating retirement, but also questioning, do I need to work, with another 2 or 3 or 4 more years? And the big thing there is there are options, right? There's never the only answer isn't just to grind it out until Medicare, right? There are other options to consider. But as always, in retirement planning, the right one depends on your situation. And so a lot of times there's things like COBRA through your employer. Maybe there's the Affordable Care Act marketplace where you can get some options. But like I said, everything has their own costs, rules, and tax implications as well. And so if you're listening and thinking, I want to retire, but, I can't afford to get this wrong, Amy, I would say that's a great reason to have this conversation, right? Talk through this thing and make sure you're prepared before that decision comes about, right? So give us a call. As always, our number is 800-725-2988. We'll help you explore your options so you can make a decision that really protects you, but also your family as well. Again, that number is 800-725-2988, or visit us at networthadvisorsllc.com.
Matt, as always, thank you so much for stopping by. It's great to have you on the show each week. You bring a lot of really valuable information. I know our listeners are thankful for it, and I'm thankful for the time as well. So thank you so much. We want to give you that number one more time. I also want to give you an opportunity to get Beth's book in your hands, Net Worth for Retirement, a great resource as well. You can get that by reaching out, calling 800-725-2988, or going to that website, networthadvisorsllc.com. Thank you so much for spending an hour with us this week on the Net Worth Financial Hour. We're back next week right here with Beth and Matt, so don't miss it. Have a great week, everyone.
Net Worth Advisors, LLC is an independent financial services firm that utilizes a variety of investments and insurance products. Investment advisory services are offered only by registered individuals through Net Worth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. The opinions expressed by Net Worth Advisors on this show are their own and do not reflect the opinion of this station. All statements and opinions expressed are based upon information considered reliable, although it should not be relied upon as such. Any statements or opinions are subject to change without notice. Information presented is for educational purposes only and does not intend to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk and, unless otherwise stated, are not guaranteed. Information expressed does not take into account your specific situation or objectives and is not intended as recommendations appropriate for any individual. Listeners are encouraged to seek advice from a qualified tax, legal, or investment advisor to determine whether any information presented may be suitable for their specific situation. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. This radio show is a paid placement.
The proceeding was paid for by Net Worth Advisors. Information on the program was intended to solely further the public's general knowledge about the product. Opinions expressed should not be relied upon for any purpose by any member of the audience. News Radio KDKA does not guarantee the accuracy of any of the information heard on the preceding program.
Think back to the last time you were in nature. What comes to mind? Hiking through a lush forest, floating on a lazy river, or perhaps watching a vibrant sunset on a beach full of glistening plastic bottles and food wrappers. Unfortunately, this isn't a joke. Here in the US, we generate the most plastic waste in the world, with 70% of it ending up in landfills. And by the time you're done listening to this ad, more than a dump truck's worth of plastic will have made it into the ocean. Plastic has become a useful part of our everyday lives, but it's polluting the air, water, and soil that all life needs to survive. This is a human problem that can be solved with human action. But it's going to take all of us, from individuals to businesses to governments and everyone in between. Help create a cleaner future for both people and nature. Visit wwf.earth/plastics.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Allison Keyes. People on the streets of D.C. and other cities in the Northeast are quick-stepping amid that polar vortex blasting the areas with dangerously cold temperatures and winds whipping at more than 50 miles an hour. CBS's Craig Allen with more.
From Detroit down to Cincinnati, Columbus, Ohio included, Charleston, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, even down south of D.C., so portions of Virginia as well as eastern North Carolina could have wind chills that will be in the minus 10 to minus 20 range.
Switzerland took the first gold medal at the Winter Olympics in men's downhill skiing, but CBS's Kelly O'Grady says many fans are focused on a famous American skier.
Lindsey Vonn, a major storyline of this game. She is planning to compete on a torn ACL. She did her final practice run in the women's downhill event, which she will compete in tomorrow. Looked good. She said that she was all good to go after that run down the mountain. And of course, everyone here, all eyes on that race, which will be taking place in Cortina tomorrow.
While people are stocking up on food and figuring out where to watch Super Bowl 60, law enforcement agencies from 35 states are keeping a close eye on security for the battle between the New England Patriots and Seattle Seahawks. CBS's Anna Schechter with more.
On the eve of Super Bowl Sunday, it's drones that are on the mind of retired Colonel Bill Edwards. We saw hobbyists trying to fly drones over the World Series. Do you expect that to happen at the Super Bowl?
I think we have to expect it.
Edwards runs the counter-drone training program at ENSCO, a DC-based technology company. He's worried easy access to drones by almost anyone could disrupt the game.
Fallout from that racist video depicting former President Obama and the former First Lady as apes on President Trump's social media page isn't dying down, even though it has been removed. CBS's Willie James Inman tells us he is not apologizing.
The president also claimed that he's the least racist president that America has had in a long time. He also says that he has paid attention to issues that are important to the black community, including criminal justice reform and funding for historically black colleges and universities.
Still no suspects in the search for the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. KPHO TV reporter Brianna Whitney.
The three big takeaways: no proof of life, no additional ransom demand, and no way for the Guthrie family to communicate with the senders. Obviously very concerning, now a top priority for the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department as part of this investigation to try and find Nancy Guthrie.
The FBI has offered a $50,000 reward for any information regarding Guthrie. The 84-year-old needs daily medication. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to the official 48 Hours After Show post-mortem on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're next to order. Please pull forward.
You know, Josh, when you said you were springing for lunch, I didn't think you meant drive-through fast food.
Ah, come on, man. Money's been tight lately, and these high gas prices are killing me.
You pay full price at the pump? Get your head out of the sand and start using Upside.
What's Upside?
Come on, dude. Upside is the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it every time I fill up my tank.
Does that really add up?
I've already banked around $200.
That's serious cash.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah, I'm ordering the free Upside app to start earning cash back on every gallon of gas I buy.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ORDER to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ORDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code ORDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
A Georgia museum is honoring one of the first black female millionaires in the nation. CBS's Leandra Head with more.
Pieces of black history. That's what fills the Madam C.J. Walker Museum.
We are inside an original Atlanta-based Madam C.J. Walker beauty shop.
Reese Day Forrest originally leased the building in 1990 to open his own salon, but it was the history inside the building that really inspired him.
I was not expecting to find original beauty tools, flat iron, pressing comb.
In the early 1900s, Madam C.J. Walker improved the pressing comb to straighten black women's thicker hair. Hair history is not the only thing the museum holds. The second floor of the building was home to the first black-owned radio station in America.
It's the end of an era for three football fans who have been to all 60 Super Bowls. But the three old friends are in their 80s now, and two of them say this trip may be their last one. Don Crispin of Maine is a fan of the New England Patriots and is glad to see them battle the Seahawks. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon, we'll see a few flurries, otherwise some sunshine, brisk and bitterly cold. High just 12. Tonight down to 1 below zero. Sunshine back tomorrow, 17, and clouding up 26 Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Degger, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
The following is an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli.
With an extreme cold watch this weekend, conditions will be bleak in the Pittsburgh area. Real field temperatures are forecast to bottom out around 25 below zero. This harsh season underscores the importance of the 18th annual NRG KDK Radio Warmathon. The fundraiser to benefit the Dollar Energy Fund provides utility assistance for Western Pennsylvania families in need, especially during one of the worst winters in memory. And it's been just a few weeks since higher utility rates took effect. So far, the Warmathon has raised more than $3.3 million so our neighbors have safe utility service. The Warmathon starts Thursday, but you can donate online now through the Dollar Energy Fund Warmathon page. There's also an online auction. You'll find the links at kdkradio.com, and be sure to join us on the 12th from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and help Pittsburgh area families stay warm.
This has been an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli. To view a transcript, go to kdkaradio.com.
You've heard the stories. Now talk about them with Michael Bartley. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
And I am so glad to be back with you on a Saturday afternoon. Yes, indeed. Michael Bartley on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA. Great to be with you. I hope you're staying warm. This is, woo! I think the feels like temperature right now is 10 below. 8 to 10 below. And I just drove in from... we had a blast. I just drove in from Hidden Valley. Tons of skiers. Wow, they're unbelievable. And we have a reunion every year with dear friends from Pittsburgh who worked in television, QED, KDK, TV, all that. And just it's just a wonderful thing. Just a blast. Cozy and just, my friend Dave in Maryland, they have a beautiful place there, fireplace overlooking the last night the snow and the wind was something, but just so cozy inside, laughing and talking, just a terrific way to start off the weekend. Tomorrow's the big game. I hope you're getting ready for that. By the way, I'm here for Lenny tomorrow 2 to 5 because he wanted to go to the parties and stuff with his kids and all that type stuff. And I'll rush out of here at 5 and get home to watch the game. By the way, from 4 to 5 tomorrow, Chris Moore, I asked him to come in between 4 and 5 to talk about his career. As you know, in the Pittsburgh Courier, Rob Taylor did a phenomenal job. The Pittsburgh Courier, the headline is about Chris. His last show is he's retiring from talk radio, and he's been a legend and an institution and an icon in this business. His last show is next Sunday, 6 to 10, or 5 to 9. I'm sorry, 5 to 9. I think. Yeah. Anyway, 866-391-1020, 866-391-1020. Stay warm. Stay warm. So, I know what you want to talk about. I know what I want to talk about, and I think it's the same thing. I think it's just a sad time in American history. Very sad. Very, very sad. And I don't know. When I heard about this yesterday, and it's gotten to the point where we just kind of know what's going to happen, and we know what this president's going to say about it, and pretend someone else did it, and no, I don't believe him. I don't believe a staff member did it, posted it. I don't. No, I know you MAGA folks do, and whatever he does, you're good with that. And that you're not... and what did the White House say? Oh, stop with the fake outrage. Yeah. Well, here's the fake outrage. This is the fake outrage. This is what they call fake outrage. Okay? And you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to go into it. Everybody knows what happened. The President of the United States posted a video on social media depicting Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as apes. As apes. And they took it down. They took it down despite, what's her name? Levitt? Is that her name? Caroline Levitt? They took it down despite the fake outrage. The fake outrage. Yeah, they took it down. So here's the fake outrage they're talking about. This is the fake outrage. Okay? This is the fake outrage. This is the most racist thing I've ever seen. I was praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. And that fake outrage comes from Senator Tim Scott, who is a Republican and is chair of the Senate GOP campaign arm and the United States Senate's only black Republican. So that's the fake outrage there. The other fake outrage that this White House, the other outrage this White House calls fake is this. The president's post is wrong and incredibly offensive, whether intentional or a mistake, and should be deleted immediately with an apology offered. That is Republican Senator Mike Lawler of New York. They consider that fake outrage. Also, the White House considers this fake outrage. Even if this was a Lion King meme, a reasonable person sees the racist context to this. The White House should do what anyone does when they make a mistake. Remove this and apologize. And that's from a very conservative United States Senator Pete Ricketts, a Republican from Nebraska. And that is considered fake outrage by the White House. Yeah. Another fake outrage is from a Republican senator from Mississippi, whose name is Roger Wicker. He called the post that Trump released to the public totally unacceptable. Susan Collins, another Republican, called it completely appalling. One of the most conservative congressmen in America, a Republican from Ohio, Mike Turner, said this: I do not feel the need to respond to every inflammatory statement made by the White House. However, the release of racist images of former President Barack and First Lady Michelle Obama is offensive, heartbreaking, and unacceptable. President Trump should apologize. That, too, I presume, is fake outrage, according to the White House. Fake outrage. Now, last night on Air Force One, the president said he would not apologize and blamed, and with the White House, blamed a staffer. And the president said he only saw the beginning of the video that he posted. This is what he had to say on Air Force One.
Social media post that you took down earlier today The White House says that a staffer sent it. Who sent it, and are you going to fire them?
I looked at it. I saw it, and I just looked at the first part. It was about voter fraud in someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud. And I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of a that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at the first part, and it was really about voter fraud and the machines, how crooked it is, how disgusting it is. Then I gave it to the people. Generally, they look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't, and they posted, and we took it down, and we did it. But that was a voter fraud that nobody talks about. They don't like to talk about that post. We took it down as soon as we found out about it.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look at a lot of thousands of things, I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine. And they had that one post, and I guess it was a takeoff. By the way, a lot of people covered. If you look at where it came from, I guess it was a takeoff from The Lion King.
I didn't make a mistake, he said. He also went on to say he's the least racist president in recent history. Do you believe him? I don't, and I know the. I mean, when I say do you believe him, I'm not talking to the MAGA folks because I know you believe him. I know we already know that. That's a given. That's a given. And this is the president. You like this kind of stuff that he does, and you've told me that. Not all of you, but some of you told me that this is what you like. This is what you like in a president. You like this kind of thing, which I can't wrap my arms around, but maybe you can help me understand it. And all the Republicans who spoke out yesterday, the White House calls that fake outrage. Does this matter to you? Because I'm going to leave you. I'm going to give you a thought here. Actually, I'm going to go to break, and I'm going to give you a thought. I'll open the phones up here at the bottom of the hour at 2:30, and going in order. But I want to ask you a more profound question when I get back after the break. 866-391-1020.
When you need to talk, we're here for you. Always have been. News Radio KDKA.
Life-changing medicine is happening every day at UPMC Heart and Vascular Institute.
We have the luxury to be bold, to continue to be pioneers in the world for innovative heart care.
We are the place of discovery. Literally, the world experts in cardiac care are in this institution.
By combining technology, research, and the latest innovations, patients from all over the world come to UPMC.
Because of the expertise that exists here at UPMC, it allows us to take on patients that have been turned down at other centers.
We offer unique heart procedures that you cannot get anywhere else.
One of our founding mantras is that compassion has to be at the forefront of everything that we do.
From leading the region in cardiac procedures to being the only center in the state to offer integrated women's health and heart care, UPMC is pioneering life-changing cardiac care every day. Your heart care matters. Visit upmc.com/heart to learn more.
Today's the first day of our two-day sale, February 7th and 8th at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, frozen Georgia's chicken wing sections, 4-pound bags, $9.99 each. In our produce department, short-cut peeled baby carrots, 1-pound bags, $1 each. And in our deli, selected varieties of Sabra hummus, 10-ounce containers, $3.50 each. And stock up on these. Selected varieties of Poppy's pierogies, 13-ounce bags, 4 for $5.
It's all happening now at Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
When you're handling an estate or an inherited home, the decisions can feel overwhelming. At Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, we help families through this every single week. We make a quick, fair cash offer on the home, coordinate any cleanouts, help you through the process, and we'll buy it in its current condition. No pressure, no surprises. Visit homebuyersoftpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057 for help selling today. That's 412-500-9057 for help selling today.
Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's local trusted home buyer since 2015.
Hey folks, winter is here. For many of our neighbors, staying warm is not guaranteed. Local families, seniors, and many in need are struggling to keep their heat on. You can help by supporting Dollar Energy Fund during the Warmathon. Every donation goes directly towards helping someone maintain utility services so they can stay warm in their home this winter. Just one gift can make all the difference. Give warmth, give hope. Donate now at warmathon.com, because no one should have to face winter in the cold.
Hola, amigos. BetMGM tonight with me, Brad Evans and Pat Boyle, covers the biggest sports stories nationwide, live and interactive. From the build-up to the big game in Santa Clara to the road to March in college hoops. As the night's games are getting underway, we're following along for the stories that matter. Tap in. BetMGM tonight with me, Brad Evans and Pat Boyle, live and interactive, Monday through Friday night starting at 6 Eastern, presented by BetMGM on Westwood One Sports, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature-Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
And CBS News will have an update on this story coming up here in about 8 minutes. But let me just get a few more things out, and then I'm opening the phone lines for you on this story. So, and again, you heard the soundbite of President Trump on Air Force One last night. So he claims he didn't see the entire video before it was shared on social media. He shared it. And again, it included a racist animation of President Barack Obama, former Lady Michelle Obama, depicted with the bodies of apes. And Trump said he won't apologize for it. The video, despite what the White House called fake outrage, they deleted the video. If they believe the outrage was fake, why delete it? Why don't you just leave it up? I didn't get that part. Maybe you can help me on that too. At the end of the video, the Obamas' faces appear abruptly on the bodies of apes. Asked if he would apologize for the video, Trump said, "No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look at a lot of it, thousands of things. I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine." Asked if he condemned the racist portion of the video, Trump said, "Of course I do. Of course I do." Let me say that again. Asked if he condemned the racist portion of the video, Donald Trump said, "Of course I do." No. Of course I do. Even after his staff called it fake outrage. And, I think everybody wondered yesterday when they were, shocked by the imagery of this what his lie would be to get out of it. You know, not. I mean, it's not lies to the MAGA people that no matter what he says, they believe him. No matter we know all that, we get all that, and I'm sure you're. You know, I don't know what your reaction was, but but cheers for the Republicans in the Senate and the House who condemned what this president did. Cheers to them, because they rally around him a lot, you know. And there were some heavyweight conservatives there too. Believe me. That Mike Turner, I don't feel the need to respond to every inflammatory statement made by this White House. However, the release of racist images of the Obamas is offensive, heartbreaking, and unacceptable. President Trump should apologize. And he won't. And even though he's blaming and would find this way out, the loophole, oh, a staff member did it, a staff member did it, a staff member did it. Even if that were true, do you understand? Even if that were true, doesn't good, humble leadership, decency dictate that a real leader, an honest leader, an authentic leader would say, you know what, a staff member made a mistake and they did it, but guess what? The buck stops with me. I should have saw it. I've never should have put something out there until I saw the whole thing. So in that sense, I apologize. Even if he had nothing to do with it. Wouldn't you expect that from a president? I'm not asking you MAGA folks. You've said 1,000 times on my shows that you like this, you like that he does this stuff. You've said that, and I expect that to be the case now. Maybe not. Well, hey, I'll be right back. 866-391-1020. Do you believe him? Do you believe him? Do you? I'll be right back.
Here's a tale of Linda trying to lose weight, but the med prices she found were all over the place.
Hidden fees and markups made her jaw drop low. Then she found GoodRx. Now she's in the know.
GLP-1 prescriptions FDA approved.
With clear upfront pricing.
And same-day pickup.
That's GoodRx, the no-nonsense way. Save time and money on prescriptions.
Get to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
boss, 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 bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. After my husband died, the last thing I wanted to think about was money. Ethos made it affordable to get life insurance. Signing up was fast and 100% online. I knew that I could pay our mortgage and have food in the fridge. I could focus on my kids. No one ever tells you how much you're going to depend on that policy. I am so grateful we had coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/life. That's ethos.com/life. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can. and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance wants you to know a lot of things in life are preventable.
Ooh, gas station sushi.
That's preventable. And even colon cancer can be preventable if you get screened. If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor. Go to colorectalcancer.org to learn more.
Y108 presents Odyssey, The Night Before, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, starring Jason Aldean.
Hey, what's up, Pittsburgh? I'm Jason Aldean.
Wednesday, April 22nd, inside the Event Center at Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. You can't buy a ticket to this show. You can only win your way in. Details at y108.com. Brought to you by Broken Bow Records. Must be 21 plus.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
CBS News Brief. It is not fun and dangerously cold temperatures settling over much of the Northeast as the polar vortex moves through. CBS News meteorologist Craig Allen reports that not only will there be snow.
This extreme cold warning is a combination of the very low temperatures plus the fact that winds are going to be gusting 40, maybe even over 50 miles per hour.
Now to the Olympics, where protesters shot firecrackers and smoke bombs at police in Milan. Police in riot gear responded with water cannons to a large demonstration over housing costs and environmental concerns. Still no new news about Nancy Guthrie, the missing mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. CBS News' Christian Benavides.
The Guthrie family has been pleading for communication with the potential captors. A first unverified ransom note demanded payment in Bitcoin and set 2 deadlines, but left no way of reaching out.
CBS News Brief from Allison.
Larry Richard for CertaPro Painters. I've been a customer for over a decade. Why? Because the professional work CertaPro Painters does protects your home, quality paint, worry-free process, free estimates. That's why I've relied on CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I was ordering food for the office from the same few places for too long.
For workplaces suffering with office food fatigue, every day's a struggle.
Before starting Easy Cater, I assumed having no good vegan options for Carl in finance was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat OFF with a huge variety of favorite restaurants, plus tools to help you meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Used daily, one platform lets you save time and shine. Ask your app store about EasyCater or start an order at easycater.com.
Retirement, it's almost here. Are you ready? Well, join Kurt Kanodik and Ethan Lane of Accurate Solutions Group for your retirement blueprint. Let Kurt and Ethan help you plan for your retirement dreams. Don't miss your retirement blueprint Sundays at 10. Investment advisory services offered through ASG Investment Management, LLC.
As veterans, we've dealt with noise. From chains clanking as they're clamped onto cargo, to orders coming down the chain of command. We can handle that kind of noise. Back home, the noise is different. Seems like everyone's talking all at once and over each other because they just want to be heard. They're taking selfies and oversharing. But we know that it's not about hearing. It's about listening. Listening to what's actually happening with our fellow veterans. Understanding each other because we share the same experiences, the same vocabulary, following the same paths that others have walked. If only we can pick up the trail. Make the Connection is a place for veterans to hear stories from other veterans. Listen and learn about why you're not alone at maketheconnection.net.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. That means more time to be artists, prom dates, world travelers, and moms. We are Blood Cancer United, the world's leading organization focused solely on blood cancer research, support, and advocacy. We do the most for more people with blood cancer, so people with blood cancer can do more of whatever they want. Blood Cancer United. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
We'll see a few flurries around this afternoon, otherwise partly sunny, brisk, and bitterly cold, high 12. We're down to 1 below 0 tonight. Tomorrow, some sunshine at 17 and up to 26 on Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Dager, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right, stay warm this weekend. I'll be back Monday. Listen, not till 3, though. We got the WPIAL basketball playoff pairings. They come your way at 2 o'clock. Catch you on Monday, 3 to 6. Colin Dunlap, KDK.
Michael Bartley back with you, 866-391-1020. We get to your calls here in a second. I just want to get you some of the Pennsylvania reaction to all of this. And I guess the White House would call this fake outrage too. And you know, some of the MAGA folks would agree with that as well. United States Senator Dave McCormick posting this video is unacceptable, and thankfully it has been taken down. It should never have been posted and does not represent who we are as a nation. Racism has no place in America. Republican Senator Dave McCormick. Yep. The Democratic Senator from Pennsylvania, John Fetterman, said, quote, "That garbage came from and should forever remain in the twisted and grotesque corners of the internet." Yep. Congressman Fitzpatrick, Pennsylvania. "Racism and hatred have no place in our country, ever. They divide our people and weaken the foundations of our democracy. History leaves no doubt. When division is inflamed by those in positions of power, the consequences are real and devastating." That's Brian Fitzpatrick from Bucks County. Yeah, the condemnation of this is widespread. Whether intentional or careless, this post is a grave failure of judgment and is absolutely unacceptable from anyone, most especially from the President of the United States. A clear and unequivocal apology is owed. Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick, who is also a Republican. In Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm going in order. Bishop and Denora. Bishop, you're on KDKA.
Can you hear me, Brother Bartley?
I got you.
Brother Bartley, this is absolutely shameful. It's disgraceful. As a minister of the cloth as well, as in other responsibilities that I do, but in particular this is disgusting. And let me tell you something, Brother Bartley. He knew about it. He posted it. Then you're going to blame on listen at the wording that you didn't say, but it is out there what was said in the mainstream media. He said somebody, a young staffer. Listen, a young staffer? Huh. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
A young staffer posted it. So you're going to sell out a staffer because you posted it on there. Now, it's Black History Month.
That's right.
You see all these ramifications.
Yeah.
And then here's the thing. As a black person, an African American person, and I'm sure some of them going to call in today. This offends all of us, not just the Obamas. All black people it offends. We're not apes. We're highly intelligent personalities. This is a stain against America and racism. The damage has already been done. You left it up there for 12 hours. He knew about it. You read excerpts of what he said. He basically pretty much said, I knew about it, and I didn't have nothing wrong with it. And then, of course, the question is going to be asked, and then he's going to say, well, at the end of it, well, yeah, you know I'm not for racism. Yes, he is. All the indications. He moved the statues and paraphernalia up in Philadelphia. Took that down. Huh?
I'm going to tell you this.
Being called out as far as trying to steal the elections, as far as something wrong with the black cities, Atlanta, Georgia, Philadelphia, Detroit.
I mean, I'm going to give you a hypothetical that I truly believe. If a intern from the White House named John Smith posted it, and we knew for a fact that John Smith posted it, the President of the United States should still apologize and say, you know what, the buck stops with me. I apologize. This is like everyone except, some in his cult who won't, they like when he does this stuff. They've said that on the air to me. They like when he makes fun of people with disabilities, and they might like when he lies, and they like when he does stuff like this. And he even if it was true, he still should apologize. But he wouldn't. He never would have. He wouldn't.
Well, he did it. It was on his social platform. Now let me get to this other thing. The Washington Post. How many employees they laid off? Was it 1,600?
Something like that, I think. Jeff Bezos.
Can you believe this?
Yeah, and Bezos is under fire for that. What's he, the second richest guy in the world?
Come on, but you pay the First Lady $40 million or $28 million or $30 million, but $75 million to produce a movie that basically has failed. And you're going to lay off 1,600 employees. This is a tragedy. This country is having some serious, we're on the brink, Brother Bartley. This guy's trying to steal the elections by trying to threaten and say, well, we want people to go in. Now, these are blue states now. We want to have the government to federalize the voting. The federal government should take charge, and you're not doing nothing about the South. This is how hypocritical the MAGA people are, so warped in thinking, even with immigration.
You know what? I'm presuming, until I hear differently, from the rabid cult-like MAGA supporters of Trump, and I know a couple of MAGA people today who stated that what he did yesterday with this Obama racist video, that it was abhorrent and they were offended by it like anyone else. But unless a MAGA person says that, I'm just presuming they're okay with it. I don't know what else to think.
They are. Listen, brother.
He made fun of a person with a disability, and they tried to tell me that was debunked, that was a lie. And they tried to tell me that, he says lies and says things to shock people, tongue in cheek, and I don't see it to be tongue in cheek. I don't think this racist video is a laughing matter at all. None.
It's not. But Brother Bartley, you got to understand something. He used the Obamas. This is an indictment of racism and how he feels about all. I wish I would stop just stopping at, it's just the Obamas. No, this is an indictment of how they feel about all black folks.
And look.
I wish I would stop that now.
He has the biggest insecurity. He's so insecure because the Obamas, Barack Obama didn't sleep with a porn star while his wife was pregnant. He and Trump did. And look, he can't stop having an obsession about the Obamas, the Clintons, and the Kennedys. He has to put his name on the Kennedy Center because he's so insecure and jealous of them. And I'm going to let you all decide. I've stated I don't believe him. I don't believe him that he didn't see the end of the video. I don't believe much at all what he says. I know the cultists do. I get that. And I don't even need to hear from you. I mean, if you want to call me and tell me that, we're all crazy and he's the greatest, I don't care. But we're not that stupid. We're just not that stupid.
I'll close with this. All of them that was in the Epstein files, they're all creeps. All of them.
And another thing. All right, Bishop, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And another thing, he said Rob Reiner was murdered because Rob Reiner, who had a schizophrenic kid, you forgot that, didn't you? He was murdered because he opposed Trump. Yeah. The cult-like people, they love that when he says that stuff. They love that. Yeah. All right, I'll be back, and we're going in order. Michael Bartley, KDKA.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline at 800-793-9858. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back, or even if you have years of unfiled tax returns, there's no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-793-9858 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-793-9858 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-793-9858.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for 26 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
As veterans, we've dealt with noise. From chains clanking as they're clamped onto cargo, to orders coming down the chain of command. We can handle that kind of noise. Back home, the noise is different. Seems like everyone's talking all at once and over each other because they just want to be heard. They're taking selfies and oversharing, But we know that it's not about hearing. It's about listening. Listening to what's actually happening with our fellow veterans. Understanding each other because we share the same experiences, the same vocabulary, following the same paths that others have walked. If only we can pick up the trail. Make the Connection is a place for veterans to hear stories from other veterans. Listen and learn about why you're not alone at maketheconnection.net.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
It's Michael Bartley on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Okay, welcome back. Let me just get some more reaction that the White House would consider to be fake outrage. They would consider, and it's fascinating to me that they took down the video even after they called it fake outrage. They were like, spare us, it's fake outrage. Our own Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. The idea that anyone would post a video like that, let alone the President of the United States, someone who is supposed to find ways to bring us together, someone who is supposed to appeal to our better angels, this guy seems to always find a lower and lower common denominator. Governor Shapiro continued, here in Pennsylvania, we respect all people, no matter what they look like, where they come from, who they love, who they pray to, who they choose not to pray to. We don't scapegoat others, and we certainly don't peddle in racist videos and other racist statements like the president has made. He needs to do better, and I think the good people of Pennsylvania respond to that. Shapiro says that Trump sinks to new lows every day, and the video was racist garbage. You know, some of you get mad. I like Dave McCormick. I do like him, and I have dear friends who work for him. And I think Dave McCormick is just a pro-business guy who's looking out for Pennsylvania. And it's a Pittsburgh Squirrel Hill guy. I'm okay with him. I voted for Arlen Specter, and I voted for John Hines, and I voted for a lot of Republicans in my life. That's when politics used to be real. And you know, and now it's, you know why. Anyway, Dave McCormick, posting this video is unacceptable, and thankfully it has been taken down. It should never have been posted. It doesn't represent who we are as a nation. Yeah. Okay. There we go. TJ and Carrick. TJ, you're next.
Hey, I am MAGA. I love Trump. I love America. We're just patriots. We just love the country. It's not about being MAGA is Make America Great Again. That's what it stands for. But the picture from Lion King that picture was from Lion King. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. The picture depicting the Democrat Party in that picture from Lion King, it doesn't mean it's racist. The only people that would think that was racist of what Trump posted with Barack Obama and Michelle Obama and all the rest of the Democrats, whenever they perceive that as being racist because that's what they think in their minds, in their own minds. So I don't believe that it was racism. Trump did so much for black folks in America even before he became president of the United States. He won an award and given to him by Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and for going into the black communities and helping so much in Harlem way before he was president of the United States. But the 2020 election, you know, they're finding out a lot about in Georgia and the ballots. They proved almost right there that the election was stolen. But if you remember this, and I want your opinion, what do you think about this? When Obama said, white folks' greed runs a world in need, was that a racist statement by Barack Obama while he was president, and he said it out of his own mouth?
And there it is. And there it is. No, TJ, you know that Donald Trump believes that.
Trump is just upset that Barack Obama is destroying America.
There it is.
By
There it is.
using
There
the
it is.
Democrat Party.
There it
That's
is.
what he's using the Democrat Party and bringing America. He's been doing it since the beginning. Everything was great in America. Then we got racism was almost dead in America. Then we got Barack Obama.
There it is.
What about what Mamdani said, that he's going to go into white neighborhoods in New York and tax white neighborhoods? You guys never said nothing about all
There it
the
is.
racist
There it is. There it is.
by
There
the
it is.
Democrat Party.
There it is. TJ, thanks a lot. There it is. There it is. There it is. Now, the one thing, because TJ is so stupid, like literally totally stupid, but I wanted you to hear what he had to say. Asked if he condemned the racist portion of the video, the racist portion, Trump said, "Of course I do." And dumbbells like TJ will today say it's not racist, even after Trump, had to pretend that a staffer did it. There it was. There it is. That's fine. I think TJ's calls and these sort of, I think that's important for you to hear. I do. Calls like MAGA folks and like TJ, and TJ, I'm not picking on you. I like when you call, and I've always said at least you're fun. Today's not fun. Today's not fun. Today's not fun. It's not funny. It's another sad day in America. Not for you. Not for you. I know you cheer Donald Trump on. You think he's the greatest. Make fun of anyone. Use any racist, whatever it is. He's the greatest. We get it. And your calls are predictable, but it's important for us to keep that in perspective and keep that in mind. And so I like when you call. I do. So don't, I apologize for calling you stupid. You are. But I apologize for saying that. But, that was the dumbest comment I've ever heard in my life. But that's okay. Now, do I think TJ a stupid, ridiculous, in denial comment like TJ represents the MAGA people? No, I don't. But it's important for you to hear something that's stupid. It is. Okay, I'll be back right after, and we're going to go in line 866-391-1020, and we're going to continue with these calls today. Yes, we are.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
When was the last time you watched your home movies?
Disasters strike unexpectedly. Every year, American families lose the one thing they'd run back into a burning building for, their family's memories. Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Adam. We started Legacy Box to help save your family's most important recorded moments so you don't have to worry.
Load Legacy Box with your old movies, film reels, and shoeboxes of photos.
We work our digitizing magic, converting those memories right to the cloud so they're safe and accessible forever.
It's fast, we always send your originals back, and it's done right here in the USA.
Over 1 million families have trusted Legacy Box. Better Homes and Garden, Real Simple, and Inc. magazine are all talking about Legacy Box.
New York Times columnist David Pogue says, have them digitized. I wish I'd done it sooner. Take action. Save your family's memories today with Legacy Box.
Go to legacybox.com/value to get an incredible 50% off your Legacy Box. That's legacybox.com/value for 50% off while supplies last. legacybox.com/value.
Support St. Anthony school programs and help students with special needs achieve their full potential through inclusive education, therapy sessions, and job skills development. Serving students ages 5 through 21 with Down syndrome, autism, and other intellectual disabilities. Find St. Anthony school programs within select Catholic schools in the Pittsburgh area, including a post-secondary program at Duquesne University. For over 70 years, they have empowered students of all faiths to live independently and contribute meaningfully to society. Learn more or donate at StAnthonyKids.org.
Planning for retirement isn't easy. If you don't know where to start, join Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors every Saturday at 1 for the Net Worth Financial Hour. Beth shares helpful tips and strategies that just might change the course of your retirement. Listen every Saturday at 1 to the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors. Net Worth Advisors, LLC, is a registered investment advisor.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Allison Keys. Winds are gusting at more than 50 miles an hour in some parts of the Northeast as the polar vortex brings snow and bone-chilling cold to many cities, including Washington, D.C. CBS News meteorologist John Elliott with what to expect.
It's just this Arctic invasion. Millions are under these advisories. It's a 1-2 punch in parts of the Northeast. We've got snow. Some of that's going to accumulate. Whatever hits will stick because it's so cold. These advisories, these speak to wind chill, the potential for wind chills at 35 degrees below zero. Sub-zero wind chills blanketing the East Coast, so keep that blanket handy.
Now to Milan, where a small group of protesters launched smoke bombs and firecrackers at police at the Winter Olympics. They were part of a group of about 5,000 who took to the streets over housing costs and environmental concerns. There is a backlash after Team USA skier Hunter Hess spoke about ICE and immigration enforcement.
It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S.
President Trump says he won't apologize for a video on his website, his social media, depicting the Obamas as apes.
I gave it to the people. So generally, they look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't, and they posted, and we took it down.
More people are reaching out to help try and find Nancy Guthrie. She's the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, and she's been missing for a week. CBS's Christian Benavides with the latest.
Democratic Arizona Senator Mark Kelly spoke with Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos and sent a message to Guthrie's potential captors.
She's in her 80s. She's got, health conditions that there is no reason why they should not release her.
The FBI has offered a $50,000 reward for anyone with information about Guthrie's disappearance.
With the chilly weather, it seems like fun finding a cool name for snowplows in Minneapolis. CBS's Michael Wallace explains.
More than 6,700 names have been submitted. DOT officials have whittled the list down to 30. The public has until the end of next week to vote on the finalists, which include I Got Friends in Snow Places, Mission Impassable, Oh Brother, Where Art Plow, and Sled Zeppelin. 8 names will be chosen, one for a plow in each of the state's 8 DOT districts.
Now to Super Bowl 60, where security is extremely tight for tomorrow's contest between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. So far, though, there are no credible threats. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to CBS News Roundup on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ah, the Internet, a place where your curiosity can flourish. Unless malware gets in the way. It's a place that can surprise you. With phishing websites and trackers. The Internet is wonderful, but you must protect yourself online. Protect yourself online with NordVPN. TechRadar named it the #1 VPN in 2025. A single NordVPN account secures up to 10 devices. What else? This cybersecurity tool also encrypts your browsing. NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro feature helps you block malware, avoid phishing, and stop digital trackers. NordVPN scans the dark web to check that the information associated with your email address is not exposed. Just a few clicks and you're safer online. Browse with more peace of mind. Get the best deal at NordVPN.com. Browse with more peace of mind. Get the best deal at NordVPN.com.
There are some new fashion trends out there.
Some of the fastest growing apparel brands are meant for mechanics, builders, and electricians.
A car hard jacket can't just be durable. It needs to
to be borderline indestructible.
The growing number of Gen Zers and millennials going after jobs in the trades are at the forefront of the trend. It's led to a spike in sales for clothing from companies like Carhartt and Brunt Workwear. The Wall Street Journal also tags the federal government and tech companies for increased investments in infrastructure projects. A couple of years ago, Lowe's started selling Carhartt clothing at stores in Brooklyn and L.A., where hipsters can't get enough. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
So what if it's freezing in many parts of the nation? The Chicago Botanic Garden is hosting its 12th annual orchid show. More than 10,000 gorgeous flowers are on display. The theme is Feeling Groovy, and there's a VW Beetle filled with graceful orchids that are so pretty. Allison Keys, CBS News.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon, we'll see a few flurries, otherwise some sunshine, brisk and bitterly cold. High just 12. Tonight down to 1 below zero. Sunshine back tomorrow, 17, and clouding up 26 Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Degger, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Unapologetic in his talk. It's Michael Bartley on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Okie dokie, Michael Bartley back with you. I'm here till 5 o'clock this afternoon. I'm also here 2 to 5 tomorrow, and don't worry, the stories aren't going anywhere. Callers, please be patient. I will get to you. I have a ton of calls here this afternoon. Oh, my. And I'm going in order, okay? So everybody chill. Ed in Cannonsburg. Ed, you're on KDKA. Welcome back.
Hey, how you doing, Michael?
Okay, Ed.
Good. You know what? This president has denied and blamed people all his life. That's his nature. And as people, we should understand that. I know we really get upset. And the other side, the Republican side, are the ones who are going to have to admit it, that he's wrong. You know, and
I think a number of them did yesterday, and a number of them are doing it today, and I guess we should be gratified by that because they know that this thing, with the exception of the last caller, TJ, and some of the MAGA folks who try to defend it, the average Republican, knows that this is indefensible.
Well, they'll try anything just to be on his side. But I would like to read something. I sent it to you a while back, and it basically is about what's going on today. And about Renee Good. I think the officer is going to get off. Okay.
They will. They will. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but is it all right if I read this?
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. No problem. No problem.
It's called Terror in the U.S. The traffic is stopped and a smiling face peeks out the window. A citizen, a mother, or maybe a protester, but does it matter to exercise your freedom and your rights to be an American? What has he done to this nation? We have become a barbaric people with no remorse. A smile and hello. Sparkling eyes send love to your heart. What has happened to this country? What has happened to freedom? Live to die, die to live. Savagely Cruel is the name of the movie, but it's not a movie. It's real and uncalled for. I feel for the young. What they see, what they hear is unjust. It's an unsympathetic beast. What have we done? I cry for this country. I cry for the people. I cry for all the victims. We must pray.
Wait, who wrote that?
I did.
Oh, that's beautiful, Ed. Congratulations. That is really good writing. That's really, really powerful. What made you think of doing it? I know you're an author, and you've written a lot of books, and you have some great books, and your latest book is about the statues of in and around Pittsburgh, which
yeah.
I absolutely, I can't wait. I haven't read that book yet, but I just can't wait to read it.
It's going to be out soon. The publisher just got done editing it. Now it's going all together with the photos. But the reason I get into this poetry is I used to have a show and I competed, and it's called All Poetry. You compete all over the world against people from Australia, everywhere.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And that was the prompt of a picture of her, of the woman, of Renee Good.
Yeah, good for you.
So I wrote about her.
It's even more demeaning to, and I'm not picking on TJ. I don't know him for Donald Trump posting. Is that what you? Did you hear his call? This will be it. Yeah, this will be it. This is their.
Yes.
This will be it. This will be it. And